alaikum everyone. So how are you all? I hope you all are well and staying safe at your homes. So in this particular video, we'll be talking about a very important topic which is related to physics, and that is motion. What is motion? So in this video, I'll be telling you about that in detail. So stay tuned. Keep watching the video till the end. So just imagine that you are traveling in a car, and when you look outside the window, you'll notice that you are in motion in relation to the light post, to the houses, the shops, the trees, and etc. So why is this? It seems like everything is moving, everything is in motion. How does that actually happen? So, basically, if we talk about motion, so this is because your position is changing with respect to your surroundings, with respect to everything which is around you. So body is said to be in motion when its position changes with respect to its surroundings. As this happens over a period of time, we can define motion as the change in the position of an object with respect to time. Alright, now just look at this picture. What can you actually see in this picture? So in this picture, what can you see? Like there's a car, there are trees. So what can you actually see in this picture? So we can see that car at position A. This is the position. Let me just show you. Like this is the car. Let's look at this. It is at position A, in front of the house and a tree at a particular time. And this tree and the house are stationary. That means they cannot move. They are stationary. Now you can see that the car is standing, it is in the front of the stationary objects, like on the position A. Now we will take the stationary objects as the reference points. We'll consider them to be the reference points. Now after 5 seconds, now just consider it to be the 5 seconds, like in 5 seconds the car reaches here. Within 5 seconds, we see that the same car at position B, which is quite far from the house and the tree, which are the reference points of the stationary objects. This means that the position of the car is changing continuously with respect to a stationary object, which is, a house or tree. So we can say that this car is moving or this car is in motion. Some other bodies or objects around us which show different kinds of motions, like swing. Like we have swings in the gardens and all. So we have swing, merry-go-round, pendulum clock, and hands of the watch. Like there's a watch and we have hands. So they are also in circulatory motion. They are moving from one place to another, from their starting position to their initial position. They are in motion continuously. That means they are examples of moving objects. Alright, so on the other hand, just consider inside the same car, you'll notice that your position is not changing with respect to the driver or co-passengers. Like if you're traveling in a car with your parents, with the driver and all. So what will you notice is that your position is not changing with respect to the driver or the co-passengers, which are your parents or your friends maybe. Thus you are at rest in relation to a certain set of objects. You are at rest, like the driver and the co-passengers, and moving in relation to the other set of objects, like the trees and the light posts, the houses. Now this implies that rest and motion are relative terms. That means they are relative terms, means they are related to each other. Okay, so if a body moves fairly fast, then its movement or motion can be observed easily. But if a body moves very slow, then it becomes difficult to observe its movement immediately. Like for example, consider a clock, as you can see in the picture given. A clock has 3 hands, which is the second hand, the minute hand, and the hour hand, right? Which moves round and round on the dial of the watch. Now, the second hand of the watch moves quite fast. So, we can observe the movement or motion of the second hand of the watch very easily. But the minute hand and the hour hand of the watch moves quite slow, so their movement cannot be observed easily. We will have to keep on observing the positions of the minute hands and the hour hand for quite some time to find out whether they are moving or not. This is because when a body moves, its position changes with time. So, this is it. In order to study the motion of the bodies like this one, so in order to study about the motion of these bodies, we should first know the meaning of two terms, which is distance and displacement. These are discussed, these will be discussed in the upcoming video, inshallah. Another point to be noted is that, in the study of motion, whether we use the term body or object, it means the same thing. So just remember this. And in the upcoming video, we'll be discussing about very important topics, which is distance traveled and displacement. So stay tuned, stay connected. We'll meet in the upcoming video very, very soon, inshallah.